Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, we're going to be talking about God of War TV series. It's coming soon because there's some outstanding news. It's got a new showrunner, writer, and director, I believe. So we're going to take a look at this article, and there are a few things that I'm most likely going to point out because this article is from Cosmic Book News. But before we get onto it, please do hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below any thoughts that you might have about this. Do you think that this is going to be outstanding, or do you think this is going to be bad? So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, let's get into this because I can't wait. But yes, God of War TV series gets Battlestar Galactica's Ronald D Moore. Um, Anyone who is a general sci-fi fan, specifically remembering the 80s, late 70s. Ronald D Moore, he created Battlestar Galactica. Both versions he was involved in, but he was the creator for the original as well. Original, because the original was outstanding. The remake was good for Battlestar Galactica specifically, but he's been involved in a lot more franchise productions than you might think. But yeah, any fan of Battlestar Galactica should know that name, Ronald D Moore. But yeah, uh, I like how this is published 2 minutes ago. It wasn't published 2 minutes ago because this is a, a bit old, I think. Yeah, so ignore that. That's wrong. I think this is a screen. This is a capture from another website, I think, from the looks of it, because I've seen this talked about in a video from almost a day ago, uh, and it said 2 minutes ago in that video. So ignore that. But I like that image. So, following Sony and Amazon firing the creative team behind the live-action God of War series, it's announced a new showrunner is on board with Ronald D Moore, who is known for sci-fi's excellent Battlestar Galactica series and more. Yes, more. Moore has been tapped as the writer, executive producer, and showrunner of the God of War series in development from Sony TV for Amazon Prime Video, which is based on the popular video game. I didn't play much of the video game. I have played it here and there, but yeah, I'm not huge into the God of War gaming side of it. But I know it's entertaining, and the concept is interesting. Is really good. But yeah, so a week ago, the saw it learned. Saw it learned. This is part of the thing: the punctuation, the wording, the choice of words. Um, Ago, saw it learned that Sony and Amazon had booted showrunner Rafi Judkins. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not, knowing me. And his executive producers and writers Hawk Otsby and Mark Fergus. Now that's an interesting thing because they couldn't do other projects because they were busy. Sorry. Over creative differences. Multiple scripts were even completed, but it has been said Sony wants to go in a different direction, creative direction. Go in a different creative direction. It's not a term that I like hearing, but it could be alright. I mean, it's Ronald D Moore. Ronald D Moore, also known for um, Apple TV's For All Mankind, which is actually a really good series, which is set in an alternate version of 1969, where the Soviet Union beats the United States to the moon, and the space race continues on for decades with still grander challenges and goals. Yeah, I liked that series. I'm actually looking forward to more. I hope they're going to make more. I don't know if they greenlit it or not. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, he's also known for Outlander or at Stars about a nurse in World War Two. It's after World War Two, so it's a World War Two nurse. After the war, she goes to Scotland with her husband and mysteriously goes back in time. I'm just correcting some of what he's written because this article needed a lot of work done to it before it was published. To be honest, um, she goes back to Scotland, 1743, where she meets a dashing Highland warrior and gets drawn into an epic rebellion. But they didn't say about falls in love with a dashing Highland warrior, though. Yeah. Moore also did Helix, Caprica, Roswell, Star Trek Voyager, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and Star Trek The Next Generation, which is part of the reason why I think this is a great thing. Not just because it's Battlestar Galactica, but because of those shows. So yeah, I think from nabbing more, you can see a new creative direction the Game of War series, uh, Game of War, it's Gods of War series is going in, and thankfully Sony and Amazon are pretty serious about it. Well, I would hope so. I really would hope so. Um, but yeah, I mean, you could see what I mean about this article. Some of the punctuation, the paragraph wordings, like this. So a week ago saw it learned. Uh, I think that it learned should have been deleted. To be honest, so I mean, this is. I mean, do they not have an editor at this on comic book news? Really? Do they not have editors to go through and make sure that there's no mistakes? Because there is a few. But yeah, I mean specifically, Star Trek Voyager. They put Voyager. It's completely. You could say it's a typo, but stuff. There's too much wrong with this article. But I mean, that's besides the point. I am ecstatic for this news. Um, Deadline did an article as well. I'll just read this a little bit exclusive with Ronald D Moore back in the Sony Pictures TV studios fold. The prolific creator showrunner is taking on a high-profile IP for the studio. He has been tapped as writer, executive producer, and showrunner of Sony TV and Amazon MGM Studios' Prime Video series God of War, based on PlayStation's hugely popular ancient mythology-themed video game. Yeah, yeah. Um, bloody. Moore's involvement with God of War follows the recent exit of the project's original creative team, showrunner, executive producer Rafi Judkins, and exec producers Hawk Ostby and Mark Fergus, who had been with the show since its inception 2.5 years ago. Yeah, 2.5 years ago. Jesus, 2.5 years. As Deadline reported, they had completed multiple scripts prior to the changeover, which marks a shift in the creative direction of the series adaptation. Yeah. Yeah, it's the first. It's the first major new project for Moore since he returned to Sony TV in June. Um, he had left Indie Studios in 2020 after a successful 10-year run. So yeah, I mean, it's outstanding news. I think I don't think Ronald D Moore can do too much bad for it. Um, he's obviously been involved in a lot of science fiction, so it'd be interesting to see his take on the mythological. So yeah, I mean, I would say I'm looking forward to it. I'd like the I like the idea of this. So having Ronald D Moore, and it opens up Mark Fergus and Hawk Ostby for other things. Possibly even getting involved with Stargate, the continuation. which I don't want a reboot of Stargate. I want a continuation. But I mean, this isn't about Stargate. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I think this is outstanding news. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah, it's certainly gets your mind going. And yeah, when I saw Ronald D Moore's name come up with God of War, I did smile. It did make me happy. So yeah, um, we are going to end it there. So if you like this video, please do hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and please do consider checking out the links in the description below to the merchandise page or the tipping page should you choose to support the channel and yours truly. But yeah, guys, until next time, stay safe, take care, and may the Schwartz be with you always.